Race 3 from Taupo and a reverse top 6 saw the championship contenders, one at the back, Marcus Armstrong having not finished the race before, and Liam Lawson starting on the third row, having won the first race. He would start 6th, and that meant that Esteban Muth of Belgium would start pole, and alongside him Brendan Leach of New Zealand. So big pressure on Marcus Armstrong, who came into the weekend with a 34-point lead, but that had dissipated with Lawson's previous win, and of course he not scoring any points in the previous race, having gone off with a suspension problem. Now starting at the back, he'd have to side his way through the whole field and try and get as many points as possible. At the front, Leach on the left, Muth on the right from pole. They went away from the line. Good start from the front row. Good start from Armstrong, who immediately went down the inside, making up several places. Muth took the lead. Leach in second place, and already Armstrong building, having taken 3 men in the first corner. Muth led. Lawson gets into third place behind fellow countrymen Brendan Leach, Kotaka and Armstrong, already in a battle early on. And Armstrong continuing to pick them off one by one. And each place he gained, another point he gained. So good racing from Marcus Armstrong, doing a sterling job. And another one here on Dev Gore. Gore having to give in. Was it a little too risky? Almost risking it all. Armstrong nearly goes off, but somehow saves it. And then there's a whole gaggle behind him, still chasing. But Armstrong was through, leaving the rest of the back of the field to fight it out for positions. And it was a good fight too, involving Callan Williams, Jackson Walls, Kotaka, and Thomas Smith. Meanwhile, Lawson had caught up to Leach but couldn't get past, and Leach, on the other hand, couldn't make any inroads on Muth. He had damage to his front right wing. In a straight line he was fine, but in the corners he was slow. Finally, Armstrong getting past Petacek, who had an engine problem, and another place gained by Armstrong. A good race in the end by Christchurch's Marcus Armstrong to get as many points as possible starting at the back. But at the front, it was all about Esteban Muth. He defended brilliantly throughout the race. As they came to the closing stages, try as they might, both Leach and Lawson could make no inroads. Esteban Muth, who's tried so hard to get a win, finally gets his day in the sun here at Taupo. Leach follows him home in second place despite the damage, and Lawson scores big again to make it almost equal on points with Armstrong going into the feature and final race of the weekend.
Well, Esteban, it's turning into a Super Sunday for a young Belgian. Great drive.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the performance. He was more difficult than I thought it would be. He gave me some hard times trying to make me make a mistake. I stayed strong, didn't make a mistake, and it paid off.
Well, what a difference a day makes, Brendan. An animated discussion there with Liam about your front wing end plate. What was the issue?
Yeah, the front wing broke on lap 2 or 3, so it definitely made the race pretty interesting. I had some good straight line speed, but I really struggled through the high speed stuff trying to set up for a move. You know, we had really good speed in the car this morning in qualifying compared to yesterday after being a second off the pace, and you know, a massive thank you to the boys. Ash, my engineer, has done an amazing job, and yeah, the ITM F250 is she's back in action.
Well, Liam, another podium, third place. How was it?
It was okay. I finally got the start. Wish I'd done that yesterday. But yeah, from there we were P3, and then I mean you can be so much quicker from the guy in front, but it's so hard to pass. So we had the pace. I was dropping off and closing in and trying a few things, and I couldn't really I couldn't get close enough to do anything. You know, Brendan was obviously following Esteban, so down the straight every time he had a toe, so I couldn't really close in much, which made it difficult. But other than that, yeah, it got quite hot, so it was really slippery everywhere. But still, you know, third's a decent result from where we started. It's okay.